Look at that. There it is. All right. All right, guys. Welcome, episode 17. I'm Cody. That's Chunk. We're down in the basement tonight, getting ready to interview Buddy the Bulldog, the Micro Champion for BWCW. We're going to give it a couple minutes before we officially start the interview so that we can get some people in here. They're yelling at us still in the chat room.
Are they really?
Yeah, oh yeah. So tonight we have Joey will be joining us. Hollywood Joe. He'll be coming in.
Hollywood Worlds of Sports.
Yeah, he is a sports blogger for over 15 years, and he'll be joining us to talk about the Royal Rumble. Then we'll talk about Raw, depending on where we're at for time, and maybe get into some news. We have people watching. It's time to go. All right, we can see them. Can you see us? They were complaining. Can you see us? All right. So before we get started, I do want to say I got to say some thank yous to some folks. First of all, I want to say thank you to Andrew D'Arcy because Andrew has helped us out greatly. He's arranged the last two interviews that we've had. So we want to go ahead and say thank you for that. Then also, I don't know if you knew this, but have you noticed that there's a lot more, it's like better language, like better writing?
Oh, yeah.
On some of the posts. Yeah, okay. So I want to give a big shout out to Mrs. Kyosin and Weir, as she has been helping me out write some more, what's the word I'm looking for? Attractive. Does that sound right? Attractive writing.
I didn't say it, Mr. Weir. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, listen to you. Well, we got to have him on because we got to hear our interview. All right. And then, so let's see here.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, but whatever. And then,
what's up, Mr. Beals?
Lastly, I would like to say thank you to Miss Taylor there for keeping all these yahoos in the chat in line, because these guys are a little bit nuts. Right. So we want to say thank you to Miss Taylor. And if you didn't know, Miss Taylor is also a moderator on our Facebook group and page. So definitely want to say thank you for all that. So let's get into the interview. Joining us live all the way from Ohio, the Blue Water Championship Wrestling Micro Champion of the World, Buddy the Bulldog. Hello, Buddy. Thanks for joining us today.
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, guys. How's it going? Thanks for having me tonight.
Hey, no
you're
problem.
welcome.
Thanks
Very
for
welcome.
coming on.
So again, thank you so much. I was talking to him earlier. I guess you were talking to him earlier too.
Yeah,
got a bunch of stuff set up. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into these questions. And I just first right off, how long have you been wrestling for?
I've been wrestling now for 10 years. I got my start back in Main Event World League. I trained at the House of Pain Pro Wrestling School in Waynesburg, Ohio, under Joe Thomas. Let's see. I had my first match against Johnny Gunn. Took a whooping, but stayed strong, had fun. Then messed around on the independent scene for a little while. Then spread my wings, as they say, out to the midget wrestling leagues, and bounced around all different companies. Just making my way, finding out who was real and who wasn't. And finally landed with Johnny Green of Micro Championship Wrestling. Nice. And it's currently who I'm working for at this time. Off and on, I also have a personal home life. Just had a daughter who's going to turn 1 next month on the 16th.
Congratulations.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you. I came home, got to be a dad, got to be a husband and everything right now. Thankfully Johnny, understood and everything and whatnot. So, anytime Johnny and the guys are in town or close to the area, I make a phone call or Johnny will call me. Hey, we're around. I'll make a beeline to him and we get together and have fun and entertain the crowds.
Awesome.
Cool. So you've wrestled for a couple other organizations as well, right, in your career, other than just Micro Championship?
Yes, I do.
Can you give us a little background about that?
Currently, I'm also wrestling right now for Blue Water Championship Wrestling. I'm the current micro champion.
Yeah.
Well, haven't been beaten yet. Eric Smalls, half pint punk keeps trying to beat me. Keeps stealing my belt every time I pin him for the 1, 2, 3 or make him tap out. Either way, get kind of sick and tired of it. So February 3rd, we're gonna hash it out. This time he ain't taking my belt once the match is over. But other companies too. I've wrestled for a Micro Wrestling Federation. Was a good company. Wasn't bad. Just got some sour apples there. Bad management at the time. I guess it's been taken over by another guy. I don't know. I don't have no hard feelings against that guy or whatever. Just it left a sour taste in my mouth. I've also wrestled for Extreme Wrestling Federation. That was my first midget company I ever worked for. I wrestled against a guy named Nasty Boy. He broke me in the hard way. He showed me a little bit in the ring, and anytime I messed up, he made me pay for it. So much respect to that guy. And like I say, a lot of guys, I've broken in with Bronx Thug, good friend of mine. He's like a brother. It's my daughter's godfather. Another good guy. Let's see here. Mad Mex, Too Tall. Then you got, all my brothers over at MCW, Huggy Cub, Blix, Cowboy, King Samoa, all them guys.
Well, that's a lot of guys. So you probably worked with a lot of guys too.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of midget wrestlers. Yes, a lot of talent.
Wow. So we do this show, and then we're also sponsors of Blue Water Championship Wrestling.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
no problem.
So the term midget is used a lot in the industry for wrestling, and I've caught backlash from people for using that word in the world of wrestling. From you, I want to hear it from you.
What, the word midget?
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think is it wrong for people to use that?
I am a midget. That's what I am. I'm a midget wrestler. That's how I make money. It's not a derogatory term. That was the first doctoring term given to us back in the day before they came out with pygmy and dwarfism and all this other thing. It was midget. And for all you little people that don't like that word, too bad. Get over its life. It's a word. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna stop you from nothing. Get over it. I'm a midget with attitude. I have it tattooed right here on my forearm. That way it reminds me every
attitude.
day.
I love that.
That's awesome. Midget with attitude. That's what I am.
That's awesome. Somebody said in the chat that was a good question. So go ahead, buddy.
How'd it feel to beat POD and Eric Smalls to become the new micro champion?
Oh man. How'd it feel to beat POD and Eric Smalls? I'll tell you what, POD, he's like the godfather of midget wrestling. A man started it back in the day. Him, Lord Littlebrook, Little Tokyo, POD, those are the godfathers. And I'll tell you what, to get a win over him made me feel really good. Now, as far as Eric, Half Pint Punk, they're walking a park with him. He's got that 5MW backing him up. Every time I turn around, I'm getting outnumbered by him. Every show I've been doing, every time I fight him, 5MW's got this little candy cane looking fat guy in a striped suit who wants to come out and do something stupid and try to cost me a match. Last show, he tried to cost me a match and he tried to hook my foot, but little did he know he hooked Eric, which got him put into the euthanizer. Bang, 1, 2, 3. It was over. As I celebrated, turn around, there goes the Punk and 5MW with my belt once again. But I went back to the dog pound, and I've been gone from Blue Water Championship Wrestling for 2 months now. And I went looking for something, and I found some power. So February 3rd, Eric, Edible Mike Barnes, Cody Hawk, Sean Casey. I got some power going to show up, and it's going to be with me. Just wait and see.
Ooh, that sounds
exclusive. Look at that.
Hot right there.
If you want to find out what it is, you got to come to the show February 3rd, Port Huron, Michigan.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely be there. We'll be front row most likely.
Yeah, Rasslin Rage will be there.
Oh yeah. So I was going to ask you about him stealing your belt. What's going on with that? Why does he keep doing that?
because he can't beat me fair and square and be able to hold it. So now he's got to be a little punk and steal my belt and run off with it. But it's okay, though, because every time I beat him, I always realize it's nice and shiny. So at least, he's doing something right with it. He's keeping my belt nice and shiny and polished up for me.
Right.
But come February 3rd, he ain't leaving with it no more. It's coming home. It's coming back to Cleveland, Ohio with me.
Awesome. Go ahead. Hit it. Well, he's so do you want to say anything before we get out of here to Half Pint Punk before we let you out of here?
Half Pint Punk, February 3rd, brother. I got something for you. Go ahead and bring the fat guy, the Stripe Man, Candy Man, whatever you want to call him. You bring Edible Mike Barnes. You bring Sexy Sean Casey. You bring Cody Hawk. You bring them all. I will bring the power. And you're going to learn the hard way. But somebody finna get it when you come to the dog pound.
Uh-oh. That don't sound very good. So we're looking forward to seeing you on the 3rd before here on.
But I just realized someone's wearing a 5MW shirt there.
Who?
Oh.
It's that guy.
You're gonna be just another victim, just like them.
Oh yeah.
I hope you have some sick leave for the radio show because you're gonna need it.
Oh man. I don't know if I'm gonna go. And he said he's bringing power.
And he's bringing power. Oh,
I don't know if I'm gonna go to the show now. But say someone else is watching the show tonight and they want to book you for an event somewhere else. How would they find you? Got any social media or anything going on?
Social media. I got Twitter. I got Instagram. I got Facebook. Facebook is Buddy the Bulldog Wilson. My Twitter is Bulldog Mule, which is Bulldog MEWL. Instagram is the same thing, Bulldog Mule. Hit me up on Facebook. You can also hit me up on my email, Lilman, LILMAN 7876 @gmail.com. Just hit me up, throw me a message, let me know, even if you're a fan, say hey, whatever. I'm always on Facebook, we can talk, chat, but if you want to book me too, hit me up, send me a message, and we can talk business and see where it goes.
All right, that's cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much, buddy. We highly appreciate you coming on to the show tonight. We very much look forward to seeing you on February 3rd. I particularly would love to see you kick this guy's butt for wearing this shirt.
Hey. Before we even go that far, just know that Eric Smalls is my homeboy.
Oh, all right.
Just know what?
So he said Eric Smalls is his homeboy.
Yeah, you know what the 5MW stands for, don't you?
What's that, sir?
5 men wanted, not 5 most wanted.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, that's a cheap shot.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We will see you on February 3rd, and let's keep that belt out of Smalls' hands.
See you then, guys.
All right, see you, buddy.
Are we done with these ones now, right?
Yeah, for now until Joey comes on.
Joey.
Yeah. All right.
Man, I hate those.
So that was pretty cool. He came all the way on from Ohio, or came out, he joined us from Ohio. I was talking to him earlier. We got it all set up. This guy here, Billy Ray Daniels, is in the chat. Hello,
hey,
Billy Ray.
Right, Billy Ray.
He says I'm such a good friend.
Why is that?
It's always a work.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Come on, man.
He throws me under the bus every time. It doesn't matter. Alex Weir just busts in the door. What happens? He throws me in front of him. Here, kick Chunk. Don't kick me. Man, thanks.
But I ended up getting one anyway, so shut up.
I got 2.
All right, so before we get into the Royal Rumble, we have to do some type of talking here about something because I have to get Joey in here, okay?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this part. I got to talk. All right.
That shouldn't be hard
all right,
for you.
so cool. Yeah, actually, I'm digging this. So we're not really going to talk too much about any news or anything like that. We're not going to do all the rage tonight. We're just going to do the Rumble and Raw's 25 anniversary. But I would like to touch on there was a little bit of news that hurt my heart a little bit.
Hurt your heart?
It hurt my heart. Mr. Enzo Amore.
Well, so you want to talk about that before we talk about Royal Rumble?
Yeah, a little bit, because I was very upset.
You can't hear you. You won't be able to hear him.
Oh, I don't need to hear him.
What a nice guy. He loves you, don't he?
Hey, none of that. That's just as bad as the swear jar, mister.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh. All right, anyways, go ahead.
But Enzo Amore has seemingly been released by the WWE because I guess some rape allegations came along and he knew about it, but didn't inform whoever,
WWE,
Stephanie or Triple H or whatever. So apparently he's gone now.
Yep.
And that kind of hurts because nobody on 205 Live is even half as good as Enzo.
Not on the mic, at least.
Except maybe Drew.
Yeah.
Gabba Gulak is amazing.
Right on.
And anybody that watches 205.
So as discussed, as you see, we had 1,800 Facebook posts today. Probably not that many, but that's an over exaggeration. But we did have a bunch of Facebook posts because there's a lot of stuff to have today. But however, when we talked about our favorite sports blogger, what are you pointing at me for, punk? Hollywood. All right. So Hollywood, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. We're going to talk about some Royal Rumble. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Thank you for having me on. It's finally good to be on with the boys from Port Huron.
Yeah. Well, see, he's from Port Huron. I'm actually from Marysville.
Well, the general area.
Yeah. See, I'm from Marysville, so my stuff don't stink, but that's okay. Anyways, moving on.
Seriously?
So we talked about it earlier a little bit before you came on the show, but you've been sports blogging for about 15 years or so, roughly.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Actually started in 2004, a few months after I graduated high school. Just a little backstory on that. I actually had my own column in high school for the school newspaper, and I just had a passion for it ever since and kind of continued it.
That's cool.
Awesome. And so you've been watching wrestling like most wrestling fans since you were a kid, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably since I was like 3 or 4. My aunts and uncles used to just plop me in front of the TV, and away I watched.
All right. Okay. Well, so let's talk about some Royal Rumble here. What do you say, guys?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna talk some Royal Rumble here. There's been a few matches that were just announced today. Wasn't it Hollywood? Yeah. Was it today?
Yeah, 3 kickoff matches.
All right. So 3 kickoff matches. And one of the bigger ones that I think is we're going to see a U.S. Open Challenge for Bobby Roode's U.S. title.
Go ahead, do it before we go any further.
Glorious. Okay, got it out of the way. So, who do you think answers the call, Hollywood?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to be Jinder, because I think Jinder will be in the Rumble. I think for some reason Mojo Rawley's going to answer it.
That's a really good pick. I like that one. That's a really good pick. That actually makes a lot of sense too, if you really think about it.
Him.
This is probably one of the first times we've all agreed. Well, there's been once before, but we all agree. All right, so we're gonna.
Yeah, but we won't tell Alex, right?
Oh Lord!
I don't want to get kicked again.
So we have a rematch of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, rival. Which again?
Oh yeah, that was like the squash match or something, wasn't it? It took like 37 seconds.
On Raw on the 25th. Yeah, well, something like that. But here's what I take away from all this is, well, you see former members of the Bullet Club going against the Revival, where you have the Bullet Club, current Bullet Club, that still dogs on the Revival.
I don't understand why.
Vince.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I personally, and then here's my on this match. I believe that Gallows and Anderson take the loss on this one. I really do. What's your thoughts, Hollywood?
You know, in regards to that, I and not to sidetrack for a sec, but I just felt the two matches they aired at the Manhattan Center were meaningless.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like Bray and Matt was a wasted match considering how much buildup they've had for it.
Amen to that.
And then I felt like the Revival got the Damian Sandow treatment like Raw 1000.
That's right. I agree with that. I was really upset that match was like 3 seconds long. The Revival deserves way more than that, but
I'm actually going to have to go with Cody on this and say that I think the Revival needs the redemption because I think another loss is really going to hurt their momentum like big time.
I don't know. I'm going to be the odd man out here. I'm going to say the Bullet Club pulls this out, or the Balor Club, my bad.
Yeah, whoa.
Okay, so
cease and desist.
So Chunk, I got a question for you then. And that is, do you think the Revival is starting to head down the same path that the Ascension is?
Ooh.
No.
Why not?
Okay.
No, I don't. I believe I've heard some
He's heard from his sources.
That's right. I've heard from my sources that there's just nothing for the Revival right now. You know, everybody's tied up in a feud with someone else. I mean, all the big names in the tag team division are busy. You know, call back later, Revival.
I don't know.
So that's what I think's going on there. The Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Finn Balor, I believe they've been pushing that threesome for a couple of weeks now. I believe they continue to push that threesome. And maybe
he just said threesome.
Well, that's what they are. I mean, it's just like golf when you go for a foursome, right? I don't play golf. But.
Okay, all right. So then there's a 6-man tag match. It's from the 205 guys.
Yeah, the 205 live guys.
What's left anyways.
Yeah, there aren't very many right now.
Kalisto. How do you say this? Lince Dorado.
Lince Dorado.
There you go.
Grand
and then
Metalik.
This other one.
Grand Metalik.
Oh wow.
Versus TJP, who is amazing. Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Drew Gabagulak.
I'd be really surprised, and then I wrote this down, but I'd be really surprised if we don't see the masked wrestlers take this one.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think the masked wrestlers are going to take
it. Nobody is intrigued by these guys.
Yet.
No, there is no yet. Apparently you haven't been watching 205.
No. See, that was almost $1.
The masked wrestlers of today are not what you know. They are not Dude. They are not Ray. They are not what you know as luchadors. They're whoa.
What was that?
Yeah, what's going on over there?
Okay. Funny story. My phone, I hate these new phones. Whenever I get like an email or notification, my phone vibrates no matter what, even if I turn vibration off.
Huh.
Wow.
It's stupid.
You're gonna have to get. Is it Verizon?
Hang on. No, it's Boost Mobile, but hang on. I got a way to correct that. Hang on.
Oh. All right. So
no, none of these guys are anybody. They're not what you know as luchadors. These other three guys are going to be Drew Gulak. Everybody likes Drew Gulak. He's been pushed with Enzo. You know what I mean? He's been featured with Enzo for weeks now. Everybody likes that guy. And Gentleman Jack Gallagher just has everything that you need in a 205 live guy. Those three take it.
Joey?
Well, that's a tough one. I honestly am not. I'm going to go with the masked guys But I think the bigger story that's really upsetting me is how Cedric Alexander goes from being a main match on the pay-per-view to not being on it at all.
Well, yeah, and it sucks.
It's not his fault either, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, he doesn't. Where are you going to put him? He don't fit in with the. You don't fit in with the mask guys. You can't put him with. You can't put him with Drew Gulak.
No.
But okay, all right, here we go. So those are all on what, the kickoff show, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So we got kickoff show. What, 7 o'clock? That's going to start.
5 o'clock.
So 5.
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, we get like 7.
This is a whole lot of pay-per-view.
Yeah, we get like 6 or 7 hours of
Holy moly, that's a lot of wrestling. That's like a New Japan deal thing. That's probably what they're doing. They're trying to.
Yeah, they're trying, but it ain't gonna
format
work.
the New Japan style stuff.
They have too many constraints. WWE limits move sets. They pull back on a lot of stuff that New Japan doesn't. You know, so it's not going to work. They can try all they want. It's just not going to work.
Okay. All right. So first women's Royal Rumble this year. Are you excited? Overjoyed? What are you, Hollywood?
I'm pretty stoked about it. I think it's a long time coming. I think it's a brilliant move by WWE, and honestly, I think with all the things going on right now in the world, with women coming out, with their stories of being abused or stuff like that, I really think this is another step to empower women, to be honest with you. And I think it's a great move by WWE.
Chunk?
Yeah, I think it's a great move too. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, there's not really much more you can say.
I'm the idea of it is great. You understand what I mean? Right? Women, there he goes again. Ding ding. Anyways,
every time you talk.
So I like the idea of it. I just hope that it's high caliber. You know what I'm saying?
I hope they bring it.
Right.
If you can.
Well, and I hope that they put just as much into this Royal Rumble, and I'm not talking about the performers.
Right.
I'm talking about WWE.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
So I just want to clarify that. I hope that WWE
spend some time on this match.
Right. Yes, exactly. I hope they give it what it deserves.
Right. I hope so too.
And I hope that we see some really good. Yeah, it's this picture. I hope that we really do see some good surprise entrance.
Oh, we will.
So right now we know as far as today, and I checked the website. Maybe there's been some since I've written this. All right, but we got
Asuka.
It's Asuka.
Yeah, that's what I said. Asuka.
Oh man, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Bailey, Naomi, Natalya, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Tamina Snuka, Lana, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Dana Brooke, and Alicia Fox. Alicia, or how you say it. That's 18 that we know of.
I don't think it's going to be topless.
So, anyways, Hollywood, do you have any predictions on the surprise entrance for the women's World Rumble?
Even though she come out and she denied it a day ago, I got this feeling that Rousey is showing up and winning the whole thing and going to cause a lot of backlash and criticism because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so. We got Ronda Rousey. Surprise
entrance. Bold prediction. I mean, I could have agreed with some of that. I believe she may make an appearance. I don't think she will, but I wouldn't be. It wouldn't like blow me away that she was an entrant. You know what I mean? But to say that she's going to win, that's pretty big.
Think about it though for a minute though. WWE is in the business of wanting to get mainstream media. What better way to get mainstream media than have the biggest female athlete probably in the last 5 years show up on your programming for the first time and win probably what might consider one of the biggest historical events in wrestling history?
That's true. That is a pretty good plan.
I don't know. I think we might see some vets come in.
Yeah, I know.
You know what?
Who do you think?
Of all the vets?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Lita, but
that I believe she will.
You know, I'd like to see Lita. And maybe we'll see some people that were indie and now
aren't indie.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So?
Yeah. Maybe.
Like, what's her name that they just signed?
Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae.
I don't know about that. I think they'll keep her down in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll keep her down there.
I'm not real too familiar with her, so.
Yeah. Well, she's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So
my surprise entrant is, I believe, Michelle McCool.
It's not a bad one.
I mean, I don't think it's 100%. You know, I would give it a 52 or something. You know what I mean? But that's only because I'm a fanboy for Michelle McCool.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously Hollywood already made his prediction on who's winning it. Ronda Rousey. There we go. Coming in, taking the whole show over.
Nia Jax.
You think it's Nia Jax?
Nia Jax sets up a huge main event for Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax at WrestleMania, and I think that people, you know, would like that.
That was my second prediction.
My second prediction.
I only have one because that's all I need.
Do they get
true?
Now, a Royal Rumble isn't considered a loss, so I don't see. I don't think Asuka's been on the main roster and done much on the main roster yet to solidify a win at Royal Rumble. So I definitely think that you guys are in the ballpark. That Nia Jax. I think it's going to come down to Nia Jax. And possibly somebody that, you know, like a surprise entrant, and then the surprise entrant takes out not Nia Jax.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I'm just not sure.
That's not bad.
You know what I mean?
But that I like your vague answer there.
You like that?
I'm not sure who it is, but it's going to be a surprise person. And I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it's good job.
Mr. Weir says Tessa Blanchard.
That would be amazing.
Tessa Blanchard's awesome.
She is.
I like watching her wrestle. I watched her wrestle in Wrestle Circus quite a few times.
I have too, and she's amazing. I watched her wrestle men.
Yeah, and she's in their next show for Wrestle Circus in February. She's wrestling a guy.
Yeah,
Brian Cage.
Brian Cage. That's right.
She's I think it's for the Big Top something title because she holds 2 titles for Wrestle Circus. But anyways, did you hear that big shoot that Sonny did about females wrestling guys?
No.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
She's so salty.
What's that?
She's so salty.
Yeah, well, she is pretty salty. Why are you getting so close?
Well, because you got me like tethered to a computer over there that's like 5 foot that way.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me you want to cuddle, man. Come on now. Get out of here. Okay. So there was it yesterday or today, Stephanie McMahon announced that she's joining the announce team for the Women's Royal Rumble. I'm not very excited about that. Apparently Chunk is.
Of course I am. Stephanie McMahon. Are you kidding me?
Hollywood.
She is going to be a surprise entrant. What do you want to bet?
I was thinking that too. I
mean, I could see that.
She can't have a women's Royal Rumble. The first women's Royal Rumble will not be in it. I mean, she is Triple H's wife.
That's true.
You know,
Billy Ray Daniels is calling Asuka taking the women's.
Nah, you're crazy.
Nope.
That's Billy. That's Billy Ray Daniels. I'm just saying that's not me.
Crazy.
We already talked about that.
Crazy.
He's crazy for Asuka. I'm telling you, he loves Asuka.
I don't know why.
Right. So a little background on the Royal Rumble. This is just like Monday Night Raw was at its 25th. The Royal Rumble. This is 30th anniversary of Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble started back in 1998 and was originally aired on the USA Network. What?
Who won the first Rumble?
I don't remember.
Hacksaw.
You're fired.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That's right. That's right. Tough guy.
Ho.
All right, go ahead. Name the people.
Okay. Well, shut up. So the next year, it was the pay-per-view status.
That's right.
And then it became one of the big four.
And can you name the big four?
WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. Ooh.
It's in the summertime.
Oh, SummerSlam. The face he made when he said that, though, I tell you. All right.
Man.
So as of today, as of this afternoon, when I wrote this part of this, these were our entrants or known entrants to the men's Royal Rumble. John Cena. Surprise, surprise. Chuck, you're hilarious. Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, The Miz. Is he still going to be in it now that he's got the title? Well, yeah, he's only the Intercontinental Champion. All right. Elias.
Why wouldn't you have
my favorite wrestler in the entire world, Baron Corbin.
Superstar in the world.
Woken Matt Hardy. Bray Wyatt. Aiden English. Rusev Day. Titus O'Neil. Apollo Crews. Ty Dillinger. Big E. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Yay. I'm not really too excited about that. Looking at that.
Well, that's because you're not seeing the big picture here.
What? Roman Reigns wins it?
Yes.
That's
either
nope.
Either Roman Reigns or Shinsuke. I don't know how to say it.
Shinsuke.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. That's who's gonna win it.
Well, this guy
is gonna stay. That Daniel Bryan's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
No way. That's
nope.
That was my prediction for Joey's prediction.
All right. No. So go ahead, Joey. Go.
Can I explain why I don't think Roman Reigns is going to win it?
Go. Hit it.
2 reasons.
It's your dollar.
All right. Reason number 1, the last time Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble was 3 years ago in the same frickin' city. And I don't think Vince wants to send home Philadelphia fans angry like they did last time. That would be reason number 1. And reason number 2 is Raw has the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view before WrestleMania, and Brock Lesnar is not scheduled to defend the title on that pay-per-view. So the Elimination Chamber match for the for Raw is going to be the number 1 contender spot to Lesnar, and that's where Reigns comes in.
Maybe. All right. Well, so
then who do you think's gonna win? If you don't think Roman, who?
Nakamura.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that, the only reason I'm saying that, and it's a big reason, and it goes to things that New Japan is doing. Both of those guys had a very, very stellar match in New Japan right before they got signed to WWE. And I think WWE wants to start capitalizing Japan's popularity.
I believe we see those two companies in bed with each other very soon.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
I don't think you'd see it under Vince's tenure.
Oh, yes.
No way.
Oh, yes.
No way.
Well, you got to understand, Vince, it's not really Vince's tenure anymore. Not really.
he's still the one that makes all the calls in the end.
Man, if you think that senile old man is still making all the calls, you are a smark.
Okay.
That guy is not making all the calls. I guarantee it. Not for everything.
Chunk, I'm gonna say one thing about that. If Roman Reigns wins Sunday, Vince is still making all the calls.
Right.
If Nakamura wins Sunday,
Triple H.
Yes.
Triple H is making a lot of decisions.
So what he is saying, what you're failing to recognize, is what he's saying is if you are right, then Vince McMahon is making all the calls.
Right.
So
but I just said it's either no. I said it's either Roman Reigns or Shinsuke Nakamura. And that's why I believe that.
Yeah, okay.
And seeing Vince Monday night, he's not the man that he used to be. You know,
so what's that got to do with him running things?
Man, did you see that old man?
Oh,
you gotta have a mind to run stuff.
Have you seen? That's him with a suit on. Do you remember him and how in shape that guy is? Come on now. Anyways, so who do we think we're gonna see as surprise entrance? Hollywood. Don't give me that look, punk. I'll knock you out.
Well, I have a couple in mind. I was thinking. I think Batista might be because of all the talks he's been having lately about wanting to come back.
That's not a bad one. That'd be a surprise.
And depending on how well he is recovering, I could see Jeff Hardy making an appearance and having a spot with his brother in the match.
What about you? Who do you think?
What, surprise entrance? EC3 from Impact. Let's see. I think we're going to see him. I don't think we're going to see Bobby Lashley because his contract, he's not able to compete yet. And then, oh man, that's a hard one to call. Who I'd like to see jump NXT right out over NXT is Ricochet. I would really like to see Ricochet. That's about all I can really think of. Do you think we're going to get any celebrities? Like,
no, I hope not.
I'm just saying, you'd like anybody ridiculous?
Dear God, no.
I hope not.
Chris Jericho, somebody says here.
Well, I believe
that could be.
I believe he may make an entrance.
Ooh, Chris Masters. Could we see the return of Chris Masters?
I don't believe so.
I do think that if there is any surprise entrance, considering it's in Philadelphia, I think you're going to see at least one ECW original show up.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I believe so too. I think maybe Tommy Dreamer.
Maybe we see the Dudley boys.
Or the Dudleys, yeah.
We just seen them on the 25th anniversary show. Mr. Kennedy, Taylor says. She said
that'd be nice.
Bring back Mr. Kennedy.
I like Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Ken Kennedy is awesome.
All right. So
I think we're gonna see Titus O'Neil. That's my surprise entrant. Look how confused he looks.
Oh my God. Like, anyways,
his eyes started to
Chunk, shut your mouth. Who's winning?
I'm winning.
No, who's winning the Royal Rumble, you dumb dumb?
Winning. Go ahead. You can go first.
We already discussed this. Nakamura reigns.
All right. That's now you.
Nakamura.
I don't know.
I'm surprised Bobby Roode isn't in the match. Why wouldn't they put Bobby Roode?
He might end up joining.
That really upsets me.
Right. Well, statistically speaking, if you look at the statistics, number 27 is the best
number to get.
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
Best number to win. That's
more people have won from the entry number 27 than any other entry number.
Yeah. So Hollywood, you can only pick one.
That's right. You can't give a list.
One. Okay. I don't know if they taught you how to count out that way. But You only get one. Your most favorite Royal Rumble moment. Go.
Oh my God. One? Damn.
Oh, that's a quarter.
Yeah, I'll give you a quarter in April. That's a tough one. For me, because of Bobby Heenan's commentary throughout all of it, has to be the Royal Rumble in 1992 where Ric Flair won it all.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You know, that was, I want to say the first and only time that the championship was on the line. Am I right?
Second time.
Second time? Okay.
Well, I should say that was the first time, but the second time was in 2016 when Vince put Roman in the Royal Rumble match and he had to outlast everybody. And that's when Triple H won the Rumble and won the title.
Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot about that. Go ahead. What's yours? What's your favorite moment? Moment, man.
Listen to you. I wasn't ever really big on the Royal Rumble, so I would say when AJ Styles came out and debuted, that was my favorite.
You're like brand newbie.
Well, yeah, I didn't watch WWE for a long time.
Nothing really. You couldn't come up with that. You couldn't
I was watching WCW and NWA, man.
You couldn't Google a list of best Royal Rumble moments or anything
then
like
I'd be lying and I'd be faking it.
Well, maybe you should learn how to act.
Hey, Chunk. I know your least favorite Royal Rumble moment.
You're gonna say Maven, and actually, that's not my least favorite. It is way up there, though. I mean, for a Rook to put the Undertaker out of the Rumble, that was huge. But that just goes to show what kind of talent the Undertaker truly is.
Agreed.
All right. And my favorite moment came on January 22nd, 1995, when HBK came in as number one and walked out with the winner.
With the winner or the winner?
The winner. Quiet down, boy. You know what I'm saying over there.
Hey, Chunk. He actually did walk. Chunk. He did walk out with the winner because he had Pamela Anderson with him.
See?
Okay.
There you go. You didn't know that. That was just before the HBK Diesel feud. Oh, you weren't watching then.
Nope. I told you.
You missed some good stuff, man.
Right. What do you want me to do? All right. So there are other matches that night. And some of them I actually am pretty excited to see.
I'm really looking forward to the tag match.
Both of them are just the
SmackDown tag match.
Okay. So we got the Usos versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable with the SmackDown tag titles on the line. Personally, I believe Benjamin and Gable take this one.
I do too, because they have to spank that Uso boy for getting arrested somehow. And what better way than take his belt?
Right. Hollywood?
I agree, actually.
Well, I'll be.
Imagine that.
You know, I would have to put money in the jar. By the way, we got to thank Mr. Weir upstairs. I forgot to bring it down. We have a new Darth Vader porcelain swear jar. So
you forgot to bring it down.
It's upstairs.
Why would you forget?
Because I've been busy today. Sorry.
Busy.
Jeez, oh Pete. Anyways,
busy.
Well, we all agreed on that one. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was going to be that easy.
Yeah,
anyways,
all right. So for the Raw tag titles are on the line too. Seth Rollins and the boy. What's his name? I'm gonna call him Kurt Jr. because he does kind of look like Kurt. Kurt Jr. Jason Jordan is and Seth Rollins defending against the Bar. Who you got here? Joey?
My heart wants to say the Bar because I still think Jordan is going to turn on Rollins during the match. I don't know, though. That's a tough one.
You think this soon? You think they'd do that this soon?
Well, after all,
I mean, how far out is Dean Ambrose?
Oh, he's out till No, he's out till SummerSlam.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah.
I think we see this team ride out until at least just before then.
Matt Hardy just put out a new video, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah.
I know, because I don't think it's going to ride out that long, because I think at WrestleMania, Rollins is going to have a big match with somebody. I think Jordan's going to take on Angle at WrestleMania.
Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle, Mania?
Yeah.
I don't know. That I don't know.
So
I've never really been a fan of Kurt Angle anyway, so
I hope that the Bar defeats, but I don't see it happening because.
Can I explain why? Let me. And this is just a thought I'm having. I think the Bar will win it, and then they will hold it until WrestleMania, and lose at WrestleMania, and I think WrestleMania might be Sheamus' last match.
It is.
Wow.
Well, there are talks where he's got some issues going on.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
He has the same. Well, I mean, he has the same issue that Austin and Edge has.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I say, I'm gonna pick the Bar on this one.
You are?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Just because I don't like Seth Rollins nor Jason.
You don't like Seth Rollins, dude?
Not really.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm a
Did
Dean
you eat
Ambrose
paint
guy.
as a kid?
No, we didn't. We had wallpaper.
Wallpaper, paint. What did you eat? You ate something that made you.
My name is Chunk. I ate everything.
Man,
What are you talking about?
oh my goodness! Don't like Asuka. Don't like Seth Rollins. Don't like Shinsuke Nakamura. Don't like Bobby Roode.
I don't
My
like
God.
Bobby Roode's gimmick. I like Bobby Roode. Man, you are.
I think I need to fire you. Is what I need to do.
I'm gonna fire
Holy
you.
moly!
How many times I gotta tell you? I don't like his
I'm gonna get me a
gimmick.
midget.
I like him, but I don't like his gimmick.
Anyways, moving on.
What?
All right. Anyways,
Billy Ray Daniels.
so Brock Lesnar's Universal title is on the line against Braun Strowman and Kane in a fatal three-way. I would really like Strowman to win. Personally.
Strowman better win.
Well, with all the
Otherwise-
butt kicking he's been doing.
If Strowman don't win, I'm sending Vince a very nasty letter. Well, maybe
because
email.
that's going to make a difference.
Maybe an email because it's 2018. So nobody. I don't even think they sell stamps anymore.
Hollywood.
Unfortunately, it's going to be Brock.
I want it to be Brock.
Can I explain?
I like
Can I explain
Billy
something?
Ray.
What?
Well, one of my theories about predictions is the 90% rule, and that is 90% of the time, whoever gets the upper hand on a Raw or SmackDown before the pay-per-view usually ends up losing.
That's true. I agree with that. But the way that they've been building Strowman, I mean, he flipped over a diesel for God's sakes. I mean, to not put him over just seems ludicrous.
Stupid.
It seems ludicrous. But we've seen Vince do worse. I mean, we watched Vince blown up in a limousine.
Dude, that's crazy.
So, I mean, stranger things have happened. And we got technical difficulty over here. We are unable to see chat. So, chat down.
Oh, yeah, the computer just died. There it goes.
Oh, she's doing something.
All right. Anyways, that was weird. It was just done.
All right, and lastly, the last match is AJ Styles versus the Best Friends, Kevin Owens Sami Zayn, otherwise known as Cammy. Who you got, Cody?
I think AJ's going to lose it. And I think that it's going to set, because it's going to be the first time we'll ever have a co-champion. And we've already seen this. You already know that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have a lot of history together. They've had a war, and it only makes sense that this is going to set up for them to feud again and have a big old feud.
Yeah, but do you want that?
Do I want it? I think it makes sense.
It does make sense.
As entertainment goes, it makes sense.
It does make sense. But
because it's going to give something that people want to watch.
That's a whipping horse, and it's been beaten.
And it keeps working.
I mean, you might as well call that feud the government mule. You know what I'm saying? But I do like your prediction.
It's because I'm the man.
No, not because you're the man. Just because WWE is predictable.
It's true.
Joey, what do you got?
No, I thought Miles until yesterday. And then last night, I was on YouTube watching Ring of Honor's Throwback Thursday matches. And it just so happens the match was Kevin Owens and El Generico winning the tag team titles from Age of the Fall. And I'm like, coincidence? Is that not fate? Playing itself out? And are we going to see a repeat of that? But I do also think if they do wind up being co-champions, that at Fastlane, I do think that there will be a multiple person match. So that way, if one of them gets pinned, they both lose the title.
Right. Yeah, I think Sami Zayn takes the win here for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I believe Sami Zayn will be the guy that gets the pinfall over AJ Styles. Yeah.
You got it all figured out. You should be in Vegas.
You don't have to be in Vegas to be in Vegas.
Well, it'd be a lot of fun.
It is a lot funner. A lot more fun. Sorry, I don't know if funner is even a word. But
I was waiting for it.
I know you make me sound.
Oh, trailer park.
Yeah, trailer. That's what I said. Marysville.
Ouch.
Yeah, isn't that a nice guy I got there?
He's from the trailer hood.
Why do you need friends when you got guys like this around?
Oh man, that's true.
So before we get out of here, there's a rumor going around that you have a big announcement that you would like to talk about.
Yes, I do.
No, I ain't got nothing to talk. Oh, Joey. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you got an announcement. Why don't you go ahead and tell us your announcement there, tough guy?
Yep, I was informed earlier this week that Rapid Pro Wrestling will be returning April 15th at Rebounders in Jenison, Michigan. And it will also mark the return of All Night Adam Reynolds, who was unable to compete on the last show, and Chunk. If you remember on the last show, Adam Reynolds was the guy that was getting beat down.
And the robot came out.
Yeah, the robot and Kong.
Yeah, got ya.
So
I know what you're talking about.
I talked to the guys that run RPW, and there are some massive things happening that are going to happen this year. Like it's the Grand Rapids market is going to explode.
Awesome. All right. So before we get you out of here, you want to tell everybody, you want to tell them about your website, your Facebook, and all that good stuff so they know where to find you?
All right. Yep. On Facebook, it's just Hollywood's World of Sports. The blog is hollywoodsworldofsports.com. And starting this coming week, I will be starting my yearly series called The Road to WrestleMania. I recap each week up until WrestleMania. I cover matches, storylines from all 3 shows, not just Raw and SmackDown, but I cover NXT as well. So that's going to be a weekly thing that goes on, which is good for me. That gives me 12 weeks worth of writing to do. Obviously Twitter, Hollywood's World of Sports. I think I haven't used my YouTube page in a long time, but Facebook and the website are the 2 main things I write on. Chuck knows that. You've seen him talk on the Facebook all the time.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Yeah, you're always talking smack to that guy.
Yeah. I mean, me and Chunk are going to have to talk about what happened earlier today, and I think he knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry?
What happened earlier today?
Yeah, you're wearing the hat.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
well, you know, if it happened, it happened. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like Penn State, you know.
Well, and that's why I went back to saying I think the Women's Royal Rumble is such a great thing because it's empowering other women and, you know, helping them believe in themselves that they can do anything that they put their minds to.
Definitely.
Right, yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk at you, and thanks for joining us tonight. We'll have you back some other time, buddy.
Yeah, come on
awesome.
to the chat.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, I will be there.
See you later, Hollywood.
Yep. Peace.
All right, now we can take these stinking things off.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you, Lord.
Oh, I hate them things.
Oh, man, the whole hour. The entire hour, I couldn't even hear myself.
Oh, man.
I couldn't hear anybody except Joey.
Okay, so usually.
Oh, wait a minute. Before I gotta do this, all right?
Okay.
Hollywood.
He was saying throw it up, throw it down there earlier. All right, so usually we talk about Raw and SmackDown, but as you can see, you know, we had an interview tonight. We did a small intro.
Man, we had it going on.
Yeah, we had interview tonight. We had Royal Rumble predictions and all that good stuff.
I feel like Drew and Mike.
We had Hollywood on. Well, yeah, they did like 4 or 5 hours.
I'm tired. I gotta go take a nap.
You got to work tomorrow?
Yeah. I work every day. Come on.
Man, that stinks. All right. So we're going to talk about the 25th anniversary show that happened on Monday. Are you drawing cool things?
Yeah, really cool things.
Okay.
You know,
all right. So
I do this. You probably can't see it. It's just an ink pen. But anyway, I usually do a sketch every week.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's going to be worth money later on someday.
And you're talking about them puffing up my ego? This guy.
Well,
this guy.
I'm transitioning you so that I can be your agent, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I understand. You know where the ratings come from.
All right. So Raw 25, for the most part, was decent. However, I had
certain segments lasted way too. The first segment was too long. There were too many awkward pauses and just didn't flow.
No.
Now, you come in, you stun McMahon, you stun the other McMahon, you drink some beer, you walk away. You know, that would, or maybe even stun Shane twice, like he did.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, it was just dragged out too long.
Yeah. Awesome. So I enjoyed watching Vince McMahon get Stone Cold Stunner.
I absolutely loved it.
You know,
I had a tear. You know, I'm not even lying. You know, I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I remember when I was like 12 or something, and Stone Cold came out and stunned McMahon. Right,
yeah.
12. We were 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were 12.
No, we were 12. So, anyways, your boy, The Undertaker, come back out.
I was a little emotional for this one too. Just only because of what he said. To me, it sounded like that was his retirement speech. Is kind of what it sounded like to me.
Right.
I might be looking too far into it, you know what I mean? But That's what it sounded like.
It definitely did, but it also left it open to where everybody's still talking like, what does that mean? You know, what does that mean?
And that's why the Undertaker is who he is,
right?
Because he's always got you talking,
right? So
every year this time of year,
you know, the Undertaker come out, he talked, and then I mean we've seen the Dudley Boys, we've seen Chris Jericho,
I know, right?
We've seen the Godfather,
MVP, Ted DiBiase.
Man, there were so many of them. The AP, whatever.
APA. Yeah, come on, help us out, guys.
Well, I'm looking. Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus. Oh, man. Mean Gene Okerlund, that segment that he did with AJ Styles. Did you see that?
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, let me tell you, Mr. G. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was good.
So there was a whole bunch of them on, and that was really cool to see. And we'll talk about the end.
Neither one of us should probably do that ever again.
What?
What we just did.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it again. I just said we shouldn't.
So
I did notice that Hollywood.
So Hollywood is in the chat now, and he says, did anyone else notice Jericho was wearing a New Japan shirt?
And I'm telling you, those two companies are going to be in bed together real soon.
No way. And, all right.
Yeah.
So we're talking WWE. All right.
That is WWE.
But we're not talking about New Japan. Moving on.
I told you, this guy's like straight to the point. Let's get it done. I got to go. I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock, and we got to go. So we'll just throw this one out. And come on, man. We got to be able to talk. It's a talk show.
But we got to get moving. Anyways, The Miz defeated Roman Reigns. Go later. Bye. Good night. See you later.
I told you, didn't I?
Yes.
You know, I am.
I gave you credit right here. It says,
"Can you?" I know, right
Chunk,
here. Look, I really wish they could see so I could show everybody that you actually gave me credit.
Gooser Gaming, what's up? I believe that's George.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, can we
George? Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah.
All right.
I know who you're talking about.
I believe that's him. I could be wrong.
All right, that's cool. But yeah, I was really happy. This match was actually very entertaining. I believe these two work really well together, but who doesn't The Miz work well with other than John Cena?
Yeah, well, Bray Wyatt defeated Woken Matt Hardy. What is going on here? There was a whole...
I don't know.
It was a lot of build-up, a lot of character work, a lot of build-up to the match.
A lot of money.
In that.
Yeah, it's like going out to that fireworks store out there in Kimball and buying some fireworks and bringing them home, you know, $70 on fireworks, bringing them home, and they don't do nothing but sparkle. You know?
Right.
You're supposed to shoot up in the air, and all they do is fizzle on the floor.
Yeah.
That's basically what we had here.
Exactly. And Hollywood says that was a wasted, meaningless match.
It might have just been a time filler. You know what I mean? And nobody cared who won because it was the 25th anniversary show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the real fans were going to be awestruck by the happenings of the other superstars. You know what I mean? The Hall of Famers and whatnot. But I mean, to me, it was horrible. They could have picked two jobbers to go in there instead of these two, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And then, so Christian came back, right? He did a special edition of Peep Show with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. And, you know, Jason Jordan, because he's such an awesome wrestler. The Bar came out and they were chastising him or tormenting him or whatever you want to say, taunting him. There, you suck.
Yeah. With no
you suck.
No, Jason.
You suck.
You suck.
Yeah. You suck.
Actually, I was pretty upset by this segment.
Why?
Because they didn't give Christian enough time. You know what I mean? He came out, he said, "Hey, I came back for a special edition of the Peep Show," and then bam, here comes entrance music. You know what I mean? And then Jason Jordan talked for like 40 minutes. And then bam, here comes the Bar. You know what I mean? So really it was more about them than it was. And I believe that if Edge were there would have been more focus on Edge and Christian than there was with just Christian there.
Right.
And I don't think that's fair. I think both of them are amazing.
So they come out, they start going at it a little bit, and Seth Rollins ends up getting Jason Jordan. He ends up hitting him or something.
Punching him in his eye.
Yeah, and this goes with what Hollywood said. He thinks that, eventually Jordan's going to turn on Rollins. So it does kind of go the way it's playing out. It does kind of go with what Hollywood said. So anyways, so Cena, did you hear it? Cena took a beating from Elias.
Did I hear?
What? Cena takes a beating from Elias. This don't happen. This don't happen with Cena.
No, it happens with Elias, though.
Well, here's my thing. So my thought process is on this is like they're really pushing Elias, which is good because he's a good dude. Does it seem like what?
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. Anyways,
dude. Like you guys are buddies.
Right. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Crack open a cold one after Raw every Monday. All right. Good job. Good job, bro.
We don't say good job. Anyways, awesome. Anyways.
Cheers.
So,
oh God.
What was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought, dude.
I don't know. Something about.
Oh yeah. So Cena.
Something about him.
He's now what seems like he put over Elias, right?
Well, yeah, he's a part-timer.
Well, do you think that Cena's getting to the end?
I think Cena is the next Undertaker. He comes around. He comes around when he wants. I believe that's where he's at in his career. 10 years ago, Taker come around when he wanted to. You know what I mean? Usually right around Royal Rumble, he would wrestle for 3-4 months and then be done for the year. And I believe that's where Cena is. And I do believe we see Cena transition into the Undertaker role where he just comes around for WrestleMania and that's it.
Or Rock.
Yeah. Well, The Rock, The Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just decide to keep going. Later on in the show, we saw DX reunite. Not overly joyed about it. I was never really a big DX guy. I was more in NWO. I was more than WCW.
You were more. Yeah, you trailer.
I watched. Well, hey man,
WCW was trailer.
Me and James. I used to go to James's house all the time.
And
watch Monday Night Nitro. Man,
he's a trailer hood guy.
Oh, listen to this. So, anyways,
the trailer hood.
Scott Hall's music kicks. Here it comes on, and they cut the commercial. I was so mad, dude.
They were afraid he was gonna come falling out drunk again. I think.
And he didn't.
I really do, and that's sad. But what I was upset about that, but I was more upset that Kevin Nash wasn't there.
Well, he couldn't be there though. He just had surgery.
He'd been carted out on a stretcher. Why can't you cart him in on one? But they ain't got a wheelchair.
It won't have the same effect.
They ain't got a wheelchair big enough. Just seeing his face is psychology.
No, whatever.
Whatever.
So
what do you do? Blow out his knee again?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Something wrong.
Imagine that. That's like the 14th
577.
Something like that. Yeah.
So as you got DX comes out, it's all of them, right? And then here comes.
Then we had the tag match.
Well, the Baylor Club come out first.
Yeah, that's right.
They came out. They did the Too Sweet. DX got out because the Revival came out.
We had a squash match.
Basically, the club squashed the Revival.
It was horrible.
Then there was the passing of torch again.
No.
You
can't say that.
It was.
To me, it was horribly done.
I'm not saying it wasn't. What I am saying that was their intention.
And I don't. That's not. These guys aren't worthy. None of them. Are you kidding me? Luke Gallows 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
But they're going, it's probably based off of their New Japan.
It is, and that's why they're doing it, because of New Japan.
And Finn Balor. Finn Balor is a great wrestler. And if you,
he is.
I'm going to tell you what, if you tell me this is another stinking wrestler that you don't like, I'm going to boot you in the face.
No, I love Finn Balor.
It's about time you said something smart.
But Finn Balor he's on the wayside.
NWO says X-Pac looked wasted.
He did.
He did look wasted.
He did. He looked hammered up. And he probably was. That's a guy right there, let me tell you what. But back to Finn Balor. Finn Balor is a wasted talent right now.
Well, yeah. But that's why I think they got him, putting him back and making the Balor Club.
Finn Balor should go to 205 Live.
No.
Where him and Ricochet can have amazing matches and bring the level of talent from gutter. I ain't even going to say cellar, gutter, to what I think could be some of the highest ratings you've seen in WWE in a long time. Finn Balor Ricochet is amazing. And if you don't make that match, then you're just crazy.
I don't see it. If Ricochet and Finn Balor were to wrestle, you're wasting it on 205. You're wasting that match on 205. That's main event.
I understand that, but not if they do it correctly. Not if they do 205 Live and they start doing.
Did you get a bad batch of crack or something over the past week?
No, I don't sniff crack.
Lord, man, what is wrong with you?
Oh, that was hard.
You could do it with a straight face. All right, so at the end of that match, every member of DX, NWO, and Balor Club did a finishing move on the Revival.
Yeah, I know. I was really sad because as many times as I say FTR, I actually like the Revival. I mean, the one guy, I don't even know their names. They're just the Revival. But the one guy reminds me a lot of Arn Anderson. Right. And, I mean, I won't stop saying that. That dude is amazing.
Right.
And Arn Anderson is the greatest enforcer to ever walk the face of wrestling.
Arn Anderson is the man. I met Arn Anderson.
Yeah, I know.
Very nice guy.
You're lucky.
Very, very nice guy.
Yeah, he is very humble.
I told him thank you and shook his hand and everything when I got his autograph with the Four Horsemen. And I mean, the man was just, no, thank you. He looked right. No, thank you for coming and thank you for waiting. He even apologized for being a little bit late.
Nice.
Like,
yeah, usually
that's class act right there. Yeah. That is class act.
That's AA
compared to Ric Flair.
That's
anyways,
that's
I know, but
that's why Flair was Flair,
right? And I talked about that before. Now I understand. Back then when I didn't understand, I paid for Ric Flair's autograph,
right?
Not Fleer,
right?
You understand?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what I got. I got Ric Flair. Now I get it. So, anyways, at the end of Raw,
I actually didn't get to see this.
Yeah, well, everybody came out that was at the Barclays Center, right?
So like everybody.
Well, everybody was in Manhattan too. So, their DX was in Manhattan.
Yeah, they don't count.
Anyways, well, Ted DiBiase was out there. There was a bunch of them out there. Anyways, and then Kane, Strowman, and Brock were out. Brock ended up when he took out Kane. He did something to Braun. Then Braun basically picked him up and running pile drived him into the announcer's table. And that was basically the end. So
yeah, I didn't get to see that for some reason.
If they're not going to put the belt on Braun, what they're doing right now with the build-up to is stupid. Why do all of that and then just let everybody down, or even just put all this build-up just to go, unless you put the strap on him on the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta.
If he don't get this one, they got to do it the next one.
No, it's got to be this one.
Yeah.
Got to be this one. Jobber of the week. That goes to the Revival this week.
The Chopper of the Week. Revival.
I mean, if you get, 37-second match against Luke Gallows, are you kidding me? Well, Festus. His name was Festus, for God's sake, and you lost to him in 37 seconds. You might as well go home and eat some crackers and sit on the couch, because
we already talked about Enzo because you wanted to talk about it.
I did. I was really, really upset about that. I'm so sorry that I threw your whole game off.
It's all right. Life goes on.
I know, because it ends the show quicker.
Adapted it does. We're going on an hour and 20 minutes. Shut up.
Oh, no.
Quit you whining. Man. Wow.
Worst move of the month.
Rich Swann.
Oh, me.
Is it Rick Swann or Rich Swann?
Rich.
Rich Swann has been cleared of all charges.
Well, yeah.
There's been no word from WWE about a suspension on what's going to happen yet, because there's been a lot going on, obviously, with the whole thing with Enzo and all that going on. So, hey, Chunk has ratings in F5MW style. Very good. HBO is releasing an Andre the Giant special on April 10th. I'm looking forward to seeing that. There's a trailer online that you can watch and check that out. Yeah, it's going to be out.
Well, you got to do something with this hunk of crap I got over here.
Should have brought your power cord,
so
dude.
I can watch some stuff. Yours don't work?
I mean,
a power cord's a power cord. Just plug it in.
They're not always the same. All right, so
compatible.
We got a couple minutes. We'll take some legit wrestling questions. But before we do that, you guys get them ready. Taylor, do us a favor. Try to keep track so that because I'm going to lose track here in a minute. But I'm talking. So earlier today, I finally put it out there. Our T-shirts are now available on ProWrestlingTees.com. And during, I think it was the 28th, starting at 12 o'clock Central Time.
Central Time.
Yeah, 12 o'clock Central Time on the 28th to the 29th, 12 o'clock Central Time. They're offering 15% off. You go and you use the code RUMBLE, all capital. You get 15% off.
Now, is that on our stuff or on anything?
Anything.
On anything in the store?
Yeah, anything on the store.
Ooh,
So you can buy a Rasslin Rage T-shirt.
Do I have to?
To go buy one?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, you do.
All right.
Well, no, that's with you. But what's cool about it being on ProWrestlingTees.com, I no longer have to call my guy and be like, I need 10 of these or 5 of these.
Right.
And then pay as I go.
And we have every size.
Right. Every size. There's ladies' T-shirts. There's long sleeve T-shirts.
Kids' T-shirts.
There's a whole nine. We don't have to do nothing.
Nothing.
All you got to do is go to the website, ding, 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 and boom, it's coming to your house. I ain't got to do nothing.
That's right. I ain't got to go to the post office and mail it nowhere.
So,
yes, in a small.
There's definitely a...
Gaia.
So that's definitely a cool thing. Remember, down below...
Yeah, over here somewhere.
Yeah, down below in the description, there are all kinds of links down below. We got our link to Fight TV. If you enjoy wrestling and you definitely want to check out Fight TV, there's ROH and all kinds of good stuff on there.
We got like 40 links down there.
Yeah, High Spots. Go to High Spots, check them out. Order your ring gear if you're a wrestler. Go there and order some pay-per-view stuff they got going on there. You can do all kinds of good stuff down there. And then also down below, there's a link to the Blue Water Championship Wrestling Facebook page, as well as their homepage, their webpage. You can go on there, and I believe you can go on BWCWstars.com and order tickets for the show on the website. To my understanding, there's not many left.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard
for
they
the
were
online.
Almost sold out online.
If so, you got to go to PKSA or the American Legion downtown Port Huron. Yes, there are kid shirts. There are definitely kid shirts.
I'm not sure about the schmediums.
Schmediums.
What's
a schmedium?
That's not a small,
okay.
Not a medium.
Oh boy,
a schmedium.
All right, so
for muscle bound guys.
Legit wrestling questions.
All right, how many we got?
I don't know.
Well, let's look.
What do we got up here? I don't see nothing there.
I'm not angry.
Who would you have liked to see on the 25th show? 25th, was that the last BWCW show?
No. 25th anniversary.
Oh, who would I have liked to see? Oh, gotcha. 25th anniversary.
I saw HBK and I saw The Undertaker. That was enough. It could have been 3 hours of just them, and it would have been fine with me.
I would have liked to have seen him finally bring Hogan back.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you're a Hogan fan.
Yeah, Hogan. I think that they kind of snubbed Orton. Orton's been with the company for a long time, and they never. And I know he's on SmackDown, but they had AJ, they had all these other guys from SmackDown.
Oh,
yeah. They should have brought Randy Orton over.
Not a big,
It's not about being a fan.
No, I know I'm not. I am actually a big fan, but I didn't really miss him.
We already got the who's the jobber of the week, worst move of the month. Who's the jobber of the week?
I already.
Yeah.
The Revival. The Revival is the jobber of the week, maybe even the month.
Right.
Festus. That's all I got to say. And worst move of the month. And what do you think?
I seen it on Trash Baggers Network. This dude comes running. He comes running. So the guy's up in the corner, and this guy is in the other corner. He comes running, and he jumps up, and the guy catches him right with his stuff right here. And I don't know what he was going to do, maybe flip him over, but the guy let go of him, and he fell over, and he bounced off the rope and fell.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That hurts.
So here we go. When will Jeff the Ref make a comeback? He was at the last show, wasn't he? Yeah, because we were.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jeff.
Thank you.
Oh.
Was it the show? Was that at the show, or was that at the? Yeah, that was at the show.
Yeah. Jeff the Ref.
Yeah, that was at the show.
If Brother Nero comes back, Hardy's will be huge, guaranteed. Jeff. Stroke. All right, guys.
You keep it clean, Mr. DRC.
Yeah, guys. Sometimes I tell you. So we have some T-shirts.
Third next week.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's 28th. It's tomorrow or Sunday.
Man.
But happy birthday to my sister and to my wife. My wife. I'm not going to say how old she's going to be because she'll probably get mad at me.
25 or something.
Yeah. But happy birthday to my wife and to my sister on the 28th and anybody else that was born on the 28th. But
tomorrow's my mom's birthday.
Is it? Well, happy birthday to your mother. So there's that. What else was I? No, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, so make sure you go down there, look at all that good stuff. Take a look at all the old stuff. Look at the new stuff. What else are we going to do?
Why are you pointing at me when you say the old stuff?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure you give this a very big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. And we will see you guys next week. Oh, make sure you get your tickets to the Blue Water Bash. $15. $15.
Make you
get to see our guest tonight, Buddy the Bulldog, face off against Half Pint Punk.
You get to see 5 Most Wanted go up against Twinkie Power.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about right there. 5 MW. Throw it up. Come on, throw it up and throw it down. Woo.
This guy. All right. You guys have a great night. We'll see you again next week. They call me Cody.
They call me Chunk.
Sometime.